can see like the top of my head. Hello, excuse me. Hello all and welcome to Well Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you live, midweek live to be exact. All right, now, okay, I'm a little tiny bit early. What are we talking? 3 minutes? 2, 1, blast off? 3 minutes. Just a tad early. Just a tad early. For those of you who are early, I'm a little bit too early. All right. So in the meantime, we're going to get started with what's going on this week. Now, we've had a few interruptions in the home front this week, so I haven't been able to do as much recording as I would like. I'm talking to nobody at the moment because I'm too early. Crickets. Crickets. Oh, here we go. Jan is in the house. Hi, Jan. I was just saying how I'm actually too early. Hi, Yvonne. Hello, Liz. Here they come. They all come rolling in. Now, I'm a tad early. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But there's 3 of you who've come early too, which is very good. Oh, 6. Here we go. Fluffy Kitten's early as well. Hi, Fluffs. Hope you are well. And before I drop the camera, now it's too low. Hello. Don't forget, everyone, to pop your live chat on and not your top chat. Otherwise, you won't receive all the chats. Everyone's saying hello to everyone. How lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, we have a jam-packed live today. Some interesting things today as well. Oh, we have Happy Mail. I love Happy Mail. So everyone's saying hello. Beautiful green butterflies in the house. Hello, lovely to see you here as well. I did get 2 notifications today telling me that 2 people have received their prizes. Oh, very exciting. The last one hasn't received it because it's going all the way to Canada, but apparently it's arrived in some part of Canada. Vancouver, I think it's called, the area. So there we go. At this stage, but it hasn't arrived to the destination yet. So she's waiting patiently. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to take even longer. So long as their deliveries on, their end gets there quicker, she'll get her parcel fairly quickly. So that's great. I'm waiting for the lovely Middle to get on to talk about that. But everyone else has their packages. Yay! Very exciting. All right. Now, you may or may not be aware that a few months back, I popped some notification up on the Bendigo Woolen Mills group page. It's not really a part of Bendigo itself. It's just a group where everybody gets together and says, oh, by the way, does anyone have this color yarn that's no longer been made, or whatever the case they want? And I popped the information up a few months back or a month back, and someone replied and said, I'll send you a skein of the red. And I said, oh, fantastic. I wouldn't have been able to finish our sweater. So she sends me the red, and I said, well, how much do I owe you? And she says, no, pay it forward. So she's sending it to me for free, but she wants me to send something for free as well. So that's exactly what happened this week. It was just lucky that I had a skein that another lady wanted, and I did the pay it forward and sent her 1 skein of Bendigo Woolen Mills 10 ply in the pumpkin spice. I had to think about it because I bought too much of it anyway. So it was a bit of a bonus to send it off. And she wanted to pay me, and I said, no, just do yourself a favor, watch the site and pay it forward to the next person. And that's it. So there you go. I just thought I'd mention that. I just wanted to let everyone know that sometimes these things happen in our industry and we kind of look after each other, and that's what we do. Now let's see. Lovely Jody. Hello, Jody. Lovely to have you here. Yvonne saying hello. Beautiful Tori has arrived. Hi, Tori. Middle. We were just talking. Your ears must have been burning, hun. We were talking about you, kind of. Anne McSee, so excited. What did you receive today? A surprise box. Oh, very excited. Did you see, have you opened it up yet and found the hook? Very excited. The big hook. This one right here. Oh, this big hook right here. Along with all your other goodies. I'm just so excited about the hook. There you go. Hi, Margaret. Lovely to have you here. One of the Margarets, that is. And Green Butterfly says, thumbs up. Thank you, lovely Green. And beautiful Karen is in the house. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We have kind of like a sort of a full house, but not. Now, Middle, why are your ears burning? I hear you ask. I got a notification from the Australia Post saying that your parcel's actually in Vancouver, which is not exactly where you live, but it's close. That's so cool. I didn't think it was going to get there on time, but it's there. Your ears weren't. Am I in trouble? No, it's all about your parcel. It's coming on. Oh, Auntie T's in the house. Auntie T. Hello, Auntie T. Of course, it's opened. Love my little pink heart made by you. I actually do give those hearts out on top of everything else. I don't usually say anything, but that's all right. For those of you who didn't know, I do pop in a little magnet, pink heart or red heart magnet in gifts that are sent away. I actually didn't send the one to the Pay It Forward. I should have sent her one, shouldn't I? Oh, I forgot. Anyway, you're eating the Tim Tams, are you? Naughty green. Enjoy, honey. Oh, Edith is in the house and done a super chat. Edith, thank you so much. Every time you pop in, there's a little super chat waiting for me. I thank you very much. You know where it's going. I don't even need to say. I don't even need to tell you, but thank you so much, Edith. Yes, you just checked at your middle. That's great. Everyone's saying hello to Auntie T. Although with the wildfires in BC and Alberta, I'm not going to be surprised if it takes a bit. Oh, that's a shame because look, I'm surprised that it got there that quick. It did sit at Melbourne Airport for about, I don't know, 3 days, 4. I can't remember now. It sat there for quite a few days. I was surprised that it got there that quick. So, hey, you never know, Middle, you never know. But the other 2 ladies have already received their package. I haven't heard back from the other lady. Lovely Anne has already received hers. What was the other lady's name? Oh, I've forgotten her name. Give me a moment to think about it. I'll remember it in a minute. Have I written it down? I don't think I have. Oh, look, pretty pictures. My kids and I were playing with pictures the other day. Okay, so speaking of kids, Mother's Day. What happened on Mother's Day? I hear you ask, what did happen? Oh, well, I know I cooked some, what was it, risotto, just for fun. I had to play with risotto. Not my thing. I liked it, but not my thing. You know, when you eat it at the, restaurants and stuff, it tastes really nice. And you make it think, that's it? What have I done wrong? Not my thing. Okay, I'm done. I did it once. I'm done. But we made some risotto, and my kids made me, or actually Francis, I should say, made me a special strawberry drink. We won't say what was in it, but a lovely special strawberry drink that just went on forever. And that was nice. So it was a really good night. We really enjoyed it. So whatever you did for Mother's Day, do let me know if you're interested. Don't forget, if you don't have mum and you've got a carer or a grandmother or whatever it is, whoever it is, I should say, that's in your life, I hope you looked after them. So there you go. All right, so that's that. And what else did I get, though? What did I get? I got this beautiful incense for my sinus, which is fantastic. I like that. A pair of shoes. I love my sandals. There's a pair of sandals that I like the most, and I can't find them. And my daughter managed to get them online. So there you go. How exciting is that? So I kind of got looked after, as you do. But, here we are again. It's finished. It's all over. It's time to put our name down for something else that's coming up. It's Father's Day coming up. I could be a bloke for a while. I don't mind. All right. Auntie T. Yes, everyone's saying hello. Hey, everyone's saying hello to beautiful Edith. I'm almost done the first sleeve. Middle, get excited. I'll tell you what's happening with that in a minute. I took my mum out for lunch. Lovely lady. Good girl, Yvonne. Must have been, I wouldn't know what it was, Edith. I'm not going to say what it was. I think it started with R, ended with M, and had a U in the middle somewhere. I don't know, something like that. I made lemon cheese cakes and other treats Mother's Day for my mum and dinner. Your mummy would have loved it, Green. We won't talk about your mum, will we? She would have loved it. Tori says, it was very smoky here in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. You've got lots of fires there. Like us, we have so many bushfires around the summer season. Health advisory for people with respiratory problems, absolutely. Green Butterfly gave me butterfly earrings and spoilt me all day. I knew she would, Anne. My kids are hop, or do you mean hip? Hop? Hopeless. You got halfway through it. Hopeless at gifts. Oh, what have you got the kids with the paws? The paw kids, little paws, the ones that go running around the house, pitter patter. Hello, Jay. Lovely to have you here. Nothing special for mothers here. Oh, Jay, that's sad. I'll send you something. We desperately need rain in Canada. Well, you know what we'll do after the live? We'll do a rain dance for your middle, and we'll send it all the way to Canada for you. The full litter. Oh, fluffy kitten, that's good. I love that kind of Mother's Day. Not. I do, and she is a monster, but we love her, says Edith. Oh, too cute. All right, guys, so that was Mother's Day. It's done and dusted, which is really sad. But now we're on with normal day. Normal days. My family in BC is currently under evacuation alert. Be prepared to evacuate at any moment's notice here. That happens a lot here in Australia as well when it's the summer season. Well, that will be new, you sending me anything. You're still waiting, hun. It's coming, I promise. It's coming. There's a couple of people waiting on a few things. We've got Auntie T waiting, we've got you waiting, and we've got the lovely Karen waiting. Oh, and also, I believe we have Jodie M waiting for a few things that I promised her as well. So they're coming. It's patience, guys, patience. And now I wanted to talk to you quickly about the reason why we've had a delay, not just because we had a bad day yesterday, but we've had a lot of issues with the last recording of the sweater. I'm getting to the stage where I'm not going to re-record bibs and bobs. I'm just going to edit what I have, send it out. A lot of it is already shown to you in the beginning, so I'm not going to fuss too much with it around the middle where I say, oh, let's keep going. I'm not going to do that because that's where the camera started messing up a little. I'm just going to show you the first part and show you the end part when we change colors. You'll know when you see it. And I will explain it throughout the tutorial tomorrow anyways, or I'll put a little notification up the top and you'll get the information and you'll see this part of the tutorial did mess up a little bit, or the recording, but you have seen the gist of how to sew this part. Okay, so there's not much I can do about the recording. If I start adding more colors and making squares and putting colors together, it's just going to be chaos. So I'm going to leave it the way it is and pop it up probably late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So keep your eyes peeled for the final part of the sweater. Now, I was going to do some re-recording yesterday. We did have an issue where we had some plumbing issues. We won't even go there. So we had a plumber here all day and it was just long. And I ended up going out in the end anyways, which brings me to one more little thing. Happy mail. I love happy mail. And before I do, let's just go back to where we were. All right. What that? Got that one. Hugs, middle, yes. I cleaned out yarn and donated 20 garbage bags full to Project Linus Local Group, or Linus Local Group. I don't know what that is, Edith. That's not around our area, but way go to you. Yeah, go Edith. I do that occasionally, yeah. Thanks, Yvonne. Yes, mine can wait a bit as I'm going on holidays early next month. Karen, we will hold yours back until you can be number 3. I'll have Jay as number 1, Auntie T is number 2, and then Karen is number 3 on the list. You know what? Let's write it down. J, T, and Karen. That's the way the list will go. The reason Jay's got to go first is because that pattern will be going up on the website very, very soon. So I need to sort that out with Jay. Whilst waiting for your project to start, I have knitted Achu a vest baby blanket jacket. Oh, gosh, you did well. Jay's sending me the love heart. Jay, you're very, very next at least, so keep your eyes peeled. Congratulations, Edith. Amazing. She's a champion, isn't she? Thanks. Yes. And before I forget, I know I do 70 stitches across the jumper, but how many rows do I do up? Well, what you do, Yvonne, we're talking about the sweater, obviously, here, the patchwork sweater. Go back to the video because I don't know what size that was. It's just right over my head. Go back to the video, and where I say do your 5 rows, 10 rows of this color, you just do your first 10 rows of the color. And when I say change colors for your size, don't change colors. Follow the instructions up the top in the tutorial. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, because I can't remember what size that was and what size stitches I needed to do. There were so many of them. I just popped them all up, wrote it all up on the screen and said, deal with it. This is what happens when you're working with patchwork, yeah? It's hard to remember everything. There's a lot of steps, yeah? Project Linus makes blankets for kids through crisis situation like hospitals or those who have been homeless due to fires. Oh, way to go, Edith. Big gold star for Edith. Oh. All right, so I hope that helped, Yvonne. Just follow the instructions for the next set. Just don't change the colors, yeah? Just say, I'll say like go this way across for your size, and you just go right across for your size. Now, just be wary. There may be, depending on what part you're working on the sweater, I can't even remember anyway, there may be increases. I don't think there'll be increases from the base, though. So you might be okay. I think the increases only happen on the sleeve, the cuffs at the sleeves, but not on the base of the sweater. I can't remember. Don't quote me on it, but just watch that tutorial and it'll tell you what to do next. That was an expensive day, a plumber for a day. Yeah, I don't even want to know. I haven't seen the bill yet. I don't want to know. I'm just going to hide under the table when it comes in. It wasn't all day. It was just the important parts where I needed to record, obviously. But I still have the recording, the old recording, sitting on the computer. I just haven't looked at it because I thought, oh, I just don't want to go there. But I think I will. I'll go back to it and just play with it, and then I'll pop up the top, you know, issues with recording, just continue along the way exactly the same way as we started. Don't go to the mailbox. Oh no, Jay, I'm not looking forward to it. It's for the chest. It's for the chest. I'm not sure. Oh, Karen, lovely Karen has done a super chat. Thank you so much, Karen. Your super chat is well received. And I love your little superhero there. What is he? He's just a little superhero. I love him. Super chat, a superhero for a super chat. Thank you very much, Karen. It is very well received. And you know where it's going to go. You absolutely, I don't even know why I say it, because you know something's going to come out of this. For the jumper. Oh, Yvonne, I'm not sure what you mean, hun. Just follow the pattern, darling, and don't change colours. That's all you do. Follow the pattern to where it tells you to stop. It might tell you to stop on 10th row or the 8th row or 17th row. I can't remember. And then once you stop on that row, go back to that part and it'll tell you what to do next. But you just keep doing one colour all the way backward and forward and follow the instructions for that. I can't remember, honey. And don't forget, there's 9 sizes. 9 sizes. I'm assuming you just do your half doubles across, but I can't remember how many rows up. Each size has their own rows up. I hope that makes sense, yeah? Did you weave in the ends for the sleeves or leave the ends long? Well, actually, I left the sides long, and you will notice that in that tutorial tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow, more likely tomorrow morning, that it was a little bit chaotic for me to do. So my suggestion, if you are like yourself, Middle, who is kind of new, but still knows what she's doing, but new, my suggestion would be to weave in all ends and then just use a whole new thread when you're ready to sew up the seams. You can use different colors to sew up the seams, but when I did it, it was a little bit chaotic. There were threads everywhere, and I'm happy to do that because I know what I'm doing. But I'm a bit worried that a lot of people will say, oh, I'm confused. What did you do with that thread? I'm going to say on the tutorial, just weave in. I'm going to pop a little disclaimer saying, just weave in all your ends and then use a new thread there in that color if you like. Because the way I did it, I left all the ends here and all the ends on the side. And I used those ends to sew up each patch and then weave that end in there. Then I use the same end that's there to sew up each patch and then weave that end in there. So again, I'm hoping that's kind of making sense. You'll see it in the video. You'll say, and you'll hear me say in the video that if you are new to crochet, don't do this. Because if you make an error sewing it up and you weave it in and then you go further up and then you think, I better go fix it, you have to cut that thread, because the way we weave in ends is very difficult to take the end undone. So you'll have to cut that thread, and if you cut it too close to the knot, it opens up the work that you've crocheted, not the sewing bit. So I ask you, if you're new to crochet, to just use a whole new thread and don't do it the way I've done it. I hope that makes sense. Doing a small, that doesn't mean anything to me, Yvonne. Watch the video, hun, it'll tell you. My brain will not be able to tell you sizes like that. I wished I could tell you all the sizes. I wish they were stuck in here. I don't keep the pattern at hand. So just watch the video, hun. Exactly where you start, just follow the video and what it tells you, but do it all in one color for your size. It'll say for your size, da 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 da. This is how many you do. It might say do 5 squares of 10 stitches, or it might say 6 squares of 10. I don't know, because I don't remember the sizes yet. So just follow the tutorial. Yeah, I hope that helps. Oh, did I miss someone? Oh, Angela. Hi, Angela. I'm sorry, honey. I missed you coming on. Hello, hello. Lovely to have you here. Did you even use it? Yes. Yes. I think I will do it the way you suggested. So I haven't weaved in the ends for the shoulders. Should I do that? Middle, you can. There's nothing saying you can't. Just be very careful. Don't weave in that last end until you're sure that your sweater is straight and even, doesn't have any holes in or anything. Yeah, because nothing worse than you weave it all in. You weave it all in, and then it sort of you realize a mistake and you've got to take it undone and you can't. Should I watch all of the videos? Well, all of the videos, they go into depth, but it tells you exactly how many stitches. If you look in between certain parts, I can't even tell you what part they are. It'll tell you how many squares across you need to do of your 10 stitches. This is a problem making it one color. In actual fact, if you think about it, it'll tell you how many stitches across, which you're saying is 70. When you're ready to do all your squares, it'll tell you how many squares up you need. Just times it, multiply it. Say if, I don't know if small is 10 rows, I'm guessing because I can't remember, but let's say small is 10 rows and you need to do 5 sets, that's 50 rows. But I'm guessing, don't quote me on that, yeah? So you do kind of need to go to the part where it talks about continue along the sets. Probably the part where I do this one here, okay? See that square here? Where I do this square here. After that, it tells you how many more to do. So you need to do those 3 sets, which I don't know if it's 10 rows or 12, whatever it tells you to do. You need to do those, the amount of that. And then when you get to this part here, it'll tell you how many more sets you need to do for your size. And you need to be careful, because once you get here, you need to change it to suit your shoulder. Yeah, so just be wary. Again, I'm hoping it helps, but you know, follow the pattern, because I don't remember. I wished I could remember all 9 patterns, 9 sizes, all 9, you know, measurements up this way. How many measurements up? I wish I could remember all that, but offhand, I can't. This is what the videos are for. Just watch. You can have it playing in the background. And once you hear that moment, you'll hear it. It'll say, right, now head off on your own and do 10 rows, and I'll leave a little, this is what I say, I'll leave a little information at the end of this section here, and just follow that information. And you'll see that in the tutorial. All right, so let's get on with the happy mail. I'm assuming Liz, I hope you are still in the house. I needed to deliver something to Liz that I promised her a while back. I can't remember what it was for now. Such a long time ago, Liz. I think you won it or something. I, to the life of me, can't remember. But it was such a long time ago. Liz, are you still in the house? Just say hello. If you're still in the house, let me know. Or you can say yes. If you are still here, let me know. Let me know. And while Liz is letting me know, we talked about the sweater. That will be coming up probably tomorrow morning. You're still here. The lovely Liz, she's very cheeky, our Liz. She really is. And I bet she's giggling right now listening to this. But I went to specifically give her an item. And we were supposed to have met on Tuesday, and I made it for Tuesday so that I have my car and I can go. Well, apparently that fell through, and even I don't have my car and probably until the end of next week. So we're juggling one car. My son and I have been juggling the car. So I kind of got her to meet locally, and I thank you very much, Liz, for that. But she's so cheeky, and instead of me giving her something, which I did, that was owing to her, she gives me a gift as well. She's very cheeky. But I tell you what, one of the gifts just blew me away, and she knows which one that is. And I believe her husband helped make this with his 3D printer. Check that out. Look at that. How good is that? Using a 3D printer. Wild Crochet Designs. Liz, that is fantastic. It's got the little crochet hook just for something to look at as well. Oh, I can't. Did I put that on right? Yes, I did. And how cool is that? Your husband is so talented. And he's such a good bloke to cater for you too. How about that? Love your logo. I know I didn't do it, hun. Who is that says that? I didn't even say hello. Hello, Charlotte. Lovely to have you here. Thank you, Angela. It is amazing. Thank you, Fluffy. It's beautiful. Thank you, Yvonne. And it's cool. Thank you, Middle. And of the beautiful Liz, her and her husband looked after me again. That's one item that she bought. How cheeky is her? Now, Liz, I'm going to hold the other item with tissues because the smell is really strong and I don't want to have it on my fingers while I wipe my face, yeah? So I'm going to hold the other item with tissues because I find this one, it's very strong. Well, that didn't work. Oh no, it's stuck. I'm going to rip the bag. Is that all right? Everybody, block your ears. Block your ears. I told you to block your ears, didn't I? And it's the reason I'm holding my fingers because I don't want to get the smell on my hands. I just did on the base there. Silly. That is a beautiful flower, little cakey. There's the front of it. Candle. And the smell is pretty amazing. And I believe that's the details of the lady who she purchased it from. So there you go. Can you see that the right way? Looks back to front to me. I hope you can see that. A nice close up there. Is it back to front for you guys? If it is, let me know and I'll read it out. But if it's not, there you go. How beautiful is that? I love that little bow tie candle thing. It's so strong. I don't want to touch it with my fingers. I just don't want to touch it with my fingers and rub my face because I touch my face all the time. Oh dear. All right, so that's cool. Thank you, Middle. Waking up in England, says Charlotte. That's so awesome. Thank you, Jody. Wow, says Jay. Yes. Thank you. Don't break it. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, lovely Liz. And she always, every time something happens that has anything to do with Liz, she always looks after me as well. You girls know you're not supposed to do that. My job to do that. Now, all right, guys. So thank you very much, Liz, for that. I will pop it up here somewhere, maybe near the cups. That would be great. It might really highlight that area. I love the colors. I can only make Wednesday live. That's all right, honey. Lovely to have you here, Angela. You know, honey, I always love to see you here. You know that. So lovely to have you here. I'm going to mark this off because we talked about Mother's Day. We talked about Happy Mail. We talked about the sweater. The wreath. The wreath info. Where is it? I was working on it right here before the live. By the way, if you are still here, just letting Anne know, these were the colours that Anne chose for, I think so, hang on, blue, green, light pink, yes. These are the colours that Anne chose. The project will be recorded either tomorrow or the next day, and it will be uploaded either tomorrow or the next day, on top of the sweater, which will be uploaded tomorrow morning anyways, right? So just bear with me. It'll be uploaded. And it's one of the items that we're going to use for the wreath, but can also be used for something else. And we'll talk about that within the tutorial. Surprise item. We'll talk about that. We'll just say surprise item. Now, I played with the wreath itself. Ta-da! There's a wreath. I still haven't got the proper measurements yet. I will measure it all for you. I think I did measure it in one of my other videos, like a video vlog or something recently. It was a while back. When I remember that video, and smells. It smells everywhere now. It's all on me. I'm going to pop that candle down. The smell is nice, but I'm smothered in sinus at the moment, guys, so it's really a little bit unbearable for me right now. So this was in one of the videos, but don't stress, I will do the measurements again, and I'll pop this in one of the video vlogs coming up very soon. I will say a video vlog including wreath, or when I do part 1 of the wreath, part 1, not part 1, when I do the wreath part of the wreath, you'll have the measurements in that one as well. I did play with some stitches, and I was talking to someone yesterday about it, and I've come up with something like that all the way around. I don't know if that's going to work, but I'm going to play with it. That's as far as I've come up. I did that just before the live. Can't you tell? I know what I'm doing with it. I get the picture in my head, and I'll play with it a little bit, and I'll let you know by Saturday whether this wreath is ready to go for next week. So there you go. Lovely Franca, good morning. No, good afternoon. Good morning for you. Good afternoon for us. Okay, a thumbs up, says Green Butterfly. Thank you, hun. Oh, hello, lovely Mary and everyone in the chat. I received my happy surprise. There's the lady, Melody. I almost forgot your name before, hun. Actually, I did forget your name. I do apologize. Melody was our other prize winner, and she received her happy mail. So exciting. My son loves the inclusion of the Tim Tams. I'm not surprised, hun. I'm not surprised. Me too. I love Tim Tams as well. I believe there was like a 2-for-1 deal the other day. Don't tell anyone. Or they're on special, one or the other. I really enjoyed that. Jay, stop. You and young Franca, get in the corner already, hun. Oh, Jay, you've never been in the corner, I don't think. Never been in the corner. So I'm glad, Melody, that your prize has arrived. I was saying that the lovely Anne, her prize has arrived as well. And Middle's prize is actually sitting in Vancouver at the moment, ready to get to Middle. So I'm so glad that the 3 people who did win are actually on our live today. So that's fantastic. No, I haven't. Oh, Jay, you're in the naughty corner. Put on a crown and get in there. Naughty girl. You and Franca. Troublemaker. Hang on, what was that? Troublemaker Franca is in the house. She's a little bit cheekier, Franca. Hi, Yvonne. Everyone's saying hello. This is fantastic. Lovely. Look, I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. We have a beautiful community here. Sometimes we get, the nasties, we block and get rid of them, and if they come back, we do it again, and we do it again. It happens. But 99.9% of the time, well, nearly 100% of the time, we have a beautiful community here where everybody's gorgeously friendly with each other. I love it. Welcome to the naughty corner, says Franca. Bad girl. Right. So that's the wreath information. I thought I'd get in quickly and let you know that I think I'm on the ball with the sizing now. So keep your eyes peeled for a video vlog. It'll come one day next week, or the actual wreath tutorial itself. It'll come one day next week. I'm not going to give you dates because I don't know. I don't know where I'm headed with everything. Yeah. All right. The other thing I did yesterday, and let me tell you something, because I was out of the house a lot and didn't have the car, I got a lift into the area I was going to, which was still Glenroy. I walked. I thought, let's take a risk. I was going to go home. I was going to call someone to come pick me up, and I thought, no, let's take a risk and walk. When I got back, my Fitbit said 11,000 steps. And I went, what? I don't get past 4,000. So honestly, I struggled to move this morning. So heads up there. Struggled to move. All right. So, are you going to Bendigo? If so, which day is there time to catch up? Jay, there may not be this year. I'm actually going with a friend. We're going on Friday and we're staying the night there. And then I'm spending the day with her, and then we're leaving some stage during the day, Saturday. So I won't be staying. There may not be time for me to catch up this year, I'm afraid. They actually asked me if I was going to do another year, and I just don't have the time right now. So I'm only doing one day at Bendigo, and that's actually it was to please a friend. I wasn't really going to go this year. But she wants to go, and she asked me to go, and I said, okay, but I don't think I will do any longer than Saturday afternoon. So no, I won't have time for catch up. I'm sorry. But you guys have a store there, don't you, Jay? Can you give me the name? Are you going to have a stall there this year, Jay, your team? Are they having a stall there this year? Got to go. Oh, Yvonne, we'll see you soon, hun. Take care. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, no, she's going. Sorry. Welcome to the Naughty Corner, which is actually the seat in the house, full view of everything she does. Oh, thanks, Edith. It certainly is. It sure is. Hopefully, I'll see you on Saturday. Oh, dear. Someone's written a message. Who wrote this message? Let's have a look. I love receiving. Interested in. I live in England. I don't know what happened there. So one of the messages have been retracted. Hope people are following my son's YouTube-based studios. Fluffy Kitten, yes. Bellevue Park, says Jay. Bellevue Park. Is that the name of your group? Bellevue Park. Bellevue. Is that the name, Jay? Bellevue Park. Park. I'm confused. Jay, is that the name? I do know that, once again, if you are joining us today and not the other day, I do know that Pipeworks Market has decided to open finally. Now, fingers crossed, they actually do this time. That's the name of the finest merino in Australia. Okay, and they're going to be there with their stall at Bendigo. Jay, just a quick question there again. Sorry about all the questions. I have a better view over Mary's left shoulder. I know, right, Middle? Tell them. You tell it, Middle. She sits right here. Don't worry, one day, Middle, you could actually be sitting right here. That would be fun. Yes, it is. All right, well, I'll visit the store then. Jay, I make a promise that I will visit that store while I'm at Bendigo show. And I'll say hello from me at Wild Crochet Designs. I'll visit the store. And, well, maybe, if I like some of the yarn there, I'll give it a purchase. You know me. You know me. We all know who I am, right? All right, so that's what's happening on the channel. Oh, it's a very busy channel. I plan on it. Just need a passport. Me too, Middle. We'll get a passport. We'll meet halfway. We might end up clashing, huh? Make sure you do. I'll check out for you. Are you going to be there? If you're there, have we messaged each other? We have. When I get to Bendigo, when you get to Bendigo, message me on the Friday. Are you going to be at Friday? Because if you're there Friday, this is a long way of talking about it, by the way, just message me and I will go to, when you're at your stand, I'll go there, the time that you're there, and we'll meet them. We'll say hello then, all right? I do have a friend with me. She'll be with me. She may or may not. What about dinner Friday night? Well, we've already organised that with a friend. I'll let you know, Jay. It doesn't look good at this stage because she's organising something with someone, but I'll let you know. Now, the other thing is, if you didn't know this lovely lady whom I'm going with, her name's Adriana, she actually was standing at my table last year as well, helping me out as well. So you may have met her last year as well. What about dinner Friday night? Well, we said that, we're not sure. I'm sitting on Mary's lap there. Best view. Karen. Sitting on my lap. You're funny. All right. So this is what's happening for this week. Lovely, Anne, I haven't forgotten about your little wreath project. That's coming this week as well. Now, if you didn't know this, we do a little thing on Saturday mornings live where we pop yarn on the table and we pull someone's name out of a hat that's on the live and they get to choose the yarn for our very next project. And the lovely Anne chose, oops, 2 colours. One's gone missing. She's so clumsy. Chose the 3 colours. And the item we're making is small and it's going to fit on our wreath somewhere. And we can decide on Saturday's live this week, where we're going to put this particular project and future projects, okay, that we create for the wreath. But I really have to get the wreath done. Just bear with me on that. It is coming. I think I've worked out a plan on how to fix it. Maybe not. Otherwise, I'm going to use this other lovely lady's idea where she said, I didn't really want to do grannies. We were talking about it. She said maybe make grannies and pop them around there, and then you'll probably have to sew them together. I don't really want to work on grannies, but at least with grannies, you can do the solid granny doubles on one side and maybe half doubles in the middle somewhere so it closes up a little bit for the center. But I don't really want to work on grannies right now. I'll keep it in mind. She did mention to run my yarn through it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, no. I don't want to do that either. so fussy, aren't I? Such a fussy pot. Such a fussy pot. So I will work out that wreath part. Well, I think I have already. If that doesn't work out, in between you'll see some half doubles to widen it, and then some singles to close it, and the rest of it widen, close, widen, close, widen, close, and we'll see how we go. And what is not having passport? Well, I'm not sure what you mean there. What is it not having a passport? Oh, we don't get them. We don't get them unless we travel. Oh, I don't. Okay. Pamela, oh, hello, Pamela, you're here. Lovely to have you here. Sort of awake, she says. Not to make anything spiky on, oh, Franca, stop. All right, so this is what's happening this week on the channel. You will get the final part of the sweater at some stage before Saturday. So what? It's just going up. I'm just going to put it up and hope for the best. And anybody complains, I'm just going to be hiding under the table on Saturday morning, and you'll be talking to the yarn. No. I'll be here, and I'll be like, I'm sorry. No, I won't. I won't be a Suki Lala. I won't. All right, so that's what's happening on the channel this week. Now, I did say that we were going to do the lining to the bag this week. Let me show you the lining to the bag. The blue bag, it was, with the pink lining. If we get time, we will get this done by Friday. If not, it'll be done on Monday. I do want to do the wreath project this week because I've got Anne's color combination. All right. But otherwise, we will do this lining on the bag either Friday or Monday of next week, or Tuesday of next week even. It doesn't matter. We're not in a hurry. It's been waiting weeks for it anyway. And there you go. Whilst I was in Glenroy yesterday, we have a little... I believe, I'm not really sure what nationality the shop is. I really couldn't tell you, but they sell a lot of material and buttons and zips. I do buy my buttons from there occasionally. If I haven't got time to go into the big shops, I just pop in there, and the range is not as big as the big shops, of course, but occasionally I'll pop in there. Now that's local. I can walk to that shop and back, which is really sad. And whilst I was there, I remember the bag that we created on the channel. Remember this one here? The easy, I don't know what it was called, granny tote bag. I think we did it on the channel. Actually, Angela would remember this. Honey, you'd remember this one because you love this one, yeah? This bag here we created on the channel. Well, I purchased some lining from them, just some basic lining. I'm going to line it and sell it at Pipeworks. Hopefully it does sell at Pipeworks. View the message. Anyone doing swap, message me, messenger. Okay, yeah, well, we won't let that pass. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, Angela, we're going to be lining this bag. We may not line this one on the channel. We're going to line the other one. It'll be the same concept, yeah. But I'm going to line it and sell that at Pipeworks. Hopefully, if Pipeworks really does open. But the day they gave me was the 17th and the 18th of June. Now, as you know, they will open, but I may not be able to do the live on Saturday mornings. Speaking of which, okay, I was speaking to someone yesterday, and they mentioned that we could work out times of lives and what to do. And they mentioned to book the live to see if that, you know, planning a live sort of thing. You might see information come up saying live coming up on Monday something, live coming up on Friday something. I'm going to probably do a Monday morning live or a Friday morning live. I haven't decided which one yet, by booking the live in. So you will get a notification saying live due this Monday, da-da-da-da. That's the link of the live. You plan the live and you book it in for that date. You don't do it right then and there. You book it in for, I don't know, Thursday something or other, or Monday something or other. And you'll see that notification come up. But that is the actual link that you will be clicking on to watch that live. I'm assuming. It is actually, I'm not assuming, I know that that's the actual link. So when you see a notification come up that says Wild Crochet Designs will be doing a live on such and such a date, such and such a time, then that's the time that you can log into. Okay. Now, if it's going to be one this Monday at say 10 o'clock, same time as I do Saturday morning, I picked that time because I'm assuming that Monday morning would be good for Melburnians, and also it'll be Sunday night for our overseas market as well. So I'm just playing with the date and time right now. We're looking at 10 a.m. this Monday morning, and I will book in the live, and hopefully it sets. If it doesn't set, I will actually just start a live on that Monday at 10 a.m., right? Or 10 past 10 or something, 5 past 10. So if it doesn't happen straight away, I will just pop in and do my own live. But it's just a test to see if it works. I'm sure it does, and I'm pretty sure it will because I've seen other people use that particular booking and things. So I'm pretty sure it works. But, you know, it's just a test at this stage, yeah? Are you doing more bags? There may be some in the future, Angela, lots more, yes. Thank you, Charlotte. There may be some in the future. Yes, plenty of bags coming up. There's always a bag coming up on the channel, one way or another, but not right now, Angela. We've got a lot on the plate. We still have delayed projects that were put on hold because I was unwell. And I did a video vlog. Well, not just me. The whole family was unwell. That was hilarious. What a month we've had. What luck we've had, I'll tell you what. Here we go. Small wreath projects. The wreath itself, we're doing a scrap vest, a normal vest, top down, mystery blanket, hippie hip band, a funny video if I can get a chance to do it, pet blanket, pocket shawl, and sunshine bright cardigan. Will no longer be a tutorial on the channel, but will be a pattern on my website coming up soon. So that was the list we missed while I was unwell. That is how many items that we missed. Well, it was just me, the whole family, and we're all unwell. We missed all those items over the past 3 months, 2 months, whatever it was that we were sick with. I don't remember how long it's been, but that's the list we want to catch up on, Angela. So if we're going to do something new, you may need to wait a month or so, maybe 2 even. I could pop it on the bottom of that list, but it's a long way away before you receive something like that. Let's say add a bag. Okay. But a very long way away. I'll put in brackets, Angela, because I know you're my sweetie from day one, aren't you, honey? You've been with us since almost day one, yeah? It happens. I'm being behind due to hay fever. Well, I've got this sinus issue happening again. It's non-stop. It just goes on and on and on, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right, so the next time we do our live, this area might be a little bit different. You won't see this little lady here. You'll probably see the sweater at this stage for the next one. I'm not sure. The sweater's really big for that. I don't know why, because it's probably big for some big lady, but I don't know who she is. And it's probably a little big for that mannequin there. So, but we'll see. If it sits up, it sits up. If it falls off, it falls off. More likely you'll see me wearing it. But I will be wearing it in tomorrow's video. So you will see tomorrow's video. Oh, Tori's off to bed. Good night, Tori. We will see you soon, hon. Lovely to have you here. So yeah, you'll definitely see me wearing this, and I'll have a short little video at the beginning of tomorrow morning's video with me prancing around the garden wearing it. Not our garden. I went up the street to the park the other day, and there were young ones in the park, so I went behind the park in the back of a fence, neighbour's fence. Made lots of noise. Poor neighbours. And so I did a bit of prancing around there, very short little video, but I do a turn and stand there. I might be on the phone, or I might be running up and down. I don't know. Haven't decided. I can't remember what I took a few videos. I just can't remember which one I put up. And it's inside the final tutorial of the sweater. Of course, because it's the final tutorial, yeah? So I'll be wearing it at the beginning of that video, and I'll probably be wearing it, just a photo, at the end, and probably in between when I say, right, head off on your own. I do tend to leave photos in between breaks of the video. It gives you time to pause the camera, do your row, and then come back when you're ready. So once you hear quietness and just hear a bit of music in the background, you know I've asked you to wait a moment. and do 10 rows or 5 rows or 2 rows. You kind of know what's happening there, yeah? So you just pause the video, do your rows, and then you come back. It's usually 5 seconds, a 5-second break in between. If the video is too long, I cut it all down to 3 seconds. And it just gives me a few extra minutes at the end of the tutorial. Oh, so bad. And that video does something like, what we're going to do is we're going to go to this side, and I'll say, and I'll meet you there. I'll say, so let's go ahead and do that. You'll just see the transition over to that side. Because of all the recording issues I had, I'm just going to transition it over. You'll know what to do. Once you do the first 3 or 4 stitches, you'll know exactly what to do. Does reading the community post help with YT? Everything you do for the channel, whether you are reading it, whether you are liking it, helps the channel. It helps it with algorithms, showing YouTube that you're actually wanting to see more from the channel, be it community post, be it a video, be it a short, even whatever it is that we do on the channel. Every little bit helps with algorithms. So yes, it does. I mean, it doesn't, do anything fancy. It just helps you out, and it helps YouTube to show YouTube that you still are interested in our channel, or you are very interested in our channel, so they keep our channel open and alive really, really for a long time. Now, yeah, every little bit helps. So if you want to read the community board, hit like, hit dislike if you like, I don't care, I'll cry. But what can I say? But hit like. Those community posts are actually there for you anyway. They're kind of not there for me. They're to tell you guys that I've had trouble with this and I'm not going to upload it, or I'll upload it tonight instead of tomorrow, or I'll upload it next week instead of tonight. The community board is for you to know the changes. Sometimes I add an old item up there saying, have you made one of these before? Which is what you'll see me doing more often now. And I put on the video for that particular item. And it's giving you, if you've just joined our channel this week, welcome, by the way. Don't forget to subscribe. If you've just joined our channel this week and you don't know all the items that we've created 5 years ago, sometimes I pop those items up on the community board, giving the newbies a chance to click on those and say, oh my gosh, she's made one of these. That's great. There's many times I get people on telling me, have you made one of those? Can you make one of these? I say, well, we've already done one. And they don't know because they've only just joined and they don't want to go through all my videos. Yeah. So what I'll do now is just occasionally pop some up on the community board. So yes, the community board is an important part of our channel, like anything, like the super chats, like the video tutorials, like the shorts, like these chats, these live chats, the silliness, even the silliness that little funny videos that I pop on. It's all a part of it all. It's all a part of the industry. Yeah, it's all a part of the crochet industry. So I'm hoping that is something that helps you out with there, Jay. I might have said too much. I'll always like them. Thanks, Jay. Such a good girl. I do appreciate that. All right, so a very busy week again on the channel. We did have a short on Monday, and that short, if you didn't know this, I've been working on some squares with some yarn from Maker and Maker or something, and I finished all of the squares that I want. I started putting them together. What am I making? I'm not telling you. But I will be producing that square, only the square, on the channel in a couple of weeks' time, because it's introducing the project that I'm actually making. That's all. That's all. That's all I want to say about that. But I did show you the last stitch that is created on that square. So in that square, you've got your double crochets, your half trebles, chains, cluster sets, double crochet cluster sets. You've got a lot on that square, and that square will be a tutorial on the channel. Yeah, it's not a blanket. No, Jay. Looks like it could be. In fact, you could actually make a blanket out of it as well. What are you making? I'm not telling you, Franca, that's a surprise. Parry properly. Tell us then. Stop being the I'm not telling you anything. You're going to find out in a couple of weeks' time. Well, when I put the party people, I was wondering what you meant then. I was like, what is she saying? You will know once I put the square up what I'm making, and I hope you like it. And if you don't, just don't throw tomatoes and things at me. Don't throw chairs and tomatoes and stuff. Get off. Don't do that. No, don't do that. It's a scarf. No, it's not a scarf. Jay, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. And in fact, I'm already starting the same squares in a different yarn to see what the difference is. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's just forget about that. I just wanted you to know that that short went up the other day, and that's there for you to have a play with the treble. These are for the newbies who are learning those stitches. They can actually create that square on the channel in a couple of weeks' time. Once they watch those shorts for the chain, the double, I'm trying to remember the stitches now, half treble and treble, I think they were, for that square. And the reason is because it's made in a circle first, and then its circle is made into a square. So you have to kind of elongate your stitches on it. And it's made in cluster sets. It might be, I can't remember the name of the stitch now. We'll talk about that closer to the date. Because I do so much, I tend to just do. It's fedora. No, it's not a fedora, but I do want to make one day, Franca. It's one of those things. It's not a hat, no. All right, now I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to say no to everything now because I don't trust you girls. You're so naughty. You're bad girls. Bad girls. Only the two of you. Everybody else is good. No, Jay, stop it. Don't make me throw tomatoes at you now. Everybody throws them at me when I make a wrong stitch or something. All the tomato marks. Look at them all. Look at Karen. Karen, you are not coming out of the corner, hun. Put on Marty's crown and Kiki's crown and get in that corner, young lady. She's very cheeky, our Karen. Yeah, she comes across real sweet. Oh, she's not so sweet, our Karen. Oh, Franca, get in the corner with Jay and Karen. All of you, just everyone in the corner. Everyone get in the corner. Everyone, just get in the corner. Could be a bikini. Teresa, you're gonna model it for me? I can imagine. I'm on your lap, that's Karen. Get off my lap. So, Franca, stop it. But you will see that square coming up in a couple of weeks' time. You will notice some changes to this area in the next few weeks. And the reason is I'm preparing for Pipeworks now. That Pipeworks has decided to open. Let's hope they open this time. Oh my gosh, could you imagine they don't open? Oh, I'll be so angry. You wouldn't like what you see if I know. That's why I won't model at tea. Won't catch me in anything like that. It's not a pretty sight. Not really. I love to stay on, but I have to work in a few hours. I have a good day. Oh, I haven't done anything. Oh, that's okay, hun. You have a good day too, Middle. We will see you soon. Hopefully you get your parcel very quickly. I have green and purple yarn now. Do you green? You have purple yarn as well. Green butterfly. Very nice. Franca, you're not moving out of this corner. You are not moving out of this corner, I tell you. But this room will change around a little bit once I move a lot of the Pipeworks stock out and pop it in. It's all going to be in tubs in the lounge room again. Don't come to my house for the next month because they're just going to be everywhere. This gives me an opportunity to delegate this area a little bit. When I say delegate, just push things out the way. Move them somewhere else. I'll post a picture when I get it. Yes, Middle, that would be great. Green butterfly, love those colors. Yes. Mary, you put everyone in the corner. Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Green. Not you. You're a sweetheart. Green, you can come out of the corner, honey. You're such a good girl. She's such a good girl, our Green. Unlike the rest of you naughty ladies. All right, so that square will be coming next week, 2 weeks time, and this area will change on the weekend. So Monday you'll see a different look here. Same person, this person will still be here unless somebody else takes over my life, which can possibly happen. Make sure you pack a torch for the early morning start. Well, it's actually indoors. So they've got, I'm assuming they've got lights. You want to hope they've got lights. What if I walk in there and there's a torch in my face in the dark? Pretty scary. I can't be in the corner either. I'm sorry, middle. You have a good day. Oh, the left shoulder. Is that right? So yes, hopefully it's indoors. I don't do outdoor markets. It's just not my thing. I will not stand in the cold. It's probably going to be cold indoors too. But I don't do outdoor markets. That's something I don't do. I only ever do markets like this as a one-off occasion, just to get rid of all of the stock that's built up here over the past 5-6 years of being on the channel. I've got all these projects that I made I never ever see. That's the reason why I'm heading more into the clothing, so that I have the opportunity to wear some of the things I make. As you do. But everything else, it's just got to go. It's got to go. And you know what, guys? Come along and purchase, because the items that you see on the website will be there, and they'll be there at their special discounted price. And if you say you are from YouTube and you watch us on YouTube, you can get an extra 10% discount on top of the price. So head over to Pipeworks on the 17th and the 18th of June, and the 3 weeks after that as well, 3 weekends. I'll be there for 4 weekends. Easy. Unless, of course, I get sick and you'll have family there instead. Oh, they'll go. They'll go. No, well, that's what I'm doing for our YouTuber fans, because you guys are my first and foremost. So if you are at Pipeworks on the 17th and the 18th, and you find a project that you saw on the website for a price of, I don't know, let's say $80 or $60. We'll say 60 for the sake of it. We'll say 50. It's better to work 50, yeah? And you say, Mary, it's $60 on your website, but you're selling it for 50. I said, yes, I am, because they're here at Pipeworks. And then I say, oh, but I'm from YouTube. Oh, really? There's another 10% off just for you. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the YouTuber community. So if you are there at Pipeworks, tell me you're from YouTube. Tell me you've seen me on YouTube, and you will get your extra 10% discount. Cheers, everyone. Now, here's another thing. If the stock does not sell at the market after the 4th week, we will talk about something fun after that. What? Not now. Afterwards. All right. So that's that. All I wanted to really tell you was the sweater is definitely coming. I'm not going to re-record. I was going to yesterday, but the chaos that went on yesterday, I said, forget it. I was going to re-record patches and show you with patches, and I thought, I'll just leave it. You'll know once you see me do the first 5 or 6 stitches that that's pretty much all you have to do. You'll see that happening, and then you'll see the transition towards the end of that section. And you'll just change the color with me towards the end of the next section. So I hope that makes sense. Doesn't make sense now, but it will on the tutorial. I've decided to do that instead of re-recording squares, and I have to make up squares, and I have to do rows of this and rows of... I just got to the stage I thought, I'm not doing this. No more. I'm all patched out. I am all patched out. But at least you will be able to do the final part of the tutorial. When you get to the ribbing, that's the new camera. Actually, before the ribbing, even that's the new camera, but it's a lot of juggling with the old camera and the new camera, and that's where I kind of messed up a little. But that's okay. We can chop and chop and chop and fix and chop. Which is good, because it means I can cut the video down a bit, because it was very long. As all my videos, they go long. Now, the reason they go long, and I tell this to everybody all the time, is because I like to be thorough. And thorough is really important, especially when you've got a new crocheter on and he or she says, oh, I really don't know what you're doing here. You did 2 stitches and then you came back and it was the end of the row. Whereas this was kind of more thorough. To get everyone making our patchwork sweater, I was a little bit more thorough. I hope that helps. And when I'm so itchy today, I'm so itchy. Oh, something's making me itchy. Something's making me itchy. That's that, guys. I think we're done. What are we on for time? An hour and 4 minutes. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Now, next week, just a quick heads up to let you know, there will be a second wreath project. There may be a third one. Let's just say the second one will come up next week. How many do we need? I said there'll be 3, didn't I, altogether? This one will be January's wreath project. That goes to show how far back we were. So this one here will be January's wreath project. That's right. I've called it the birthday project. So, well, I've named it something else, but I can't tell you that name because then you'll know what it is. And I'm trying to keep that a secret. Until tomorrow, or until Friday, one or the other, and it will have the name of the item, and it'll have a birthday project kind of thing, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. So next week will be February's wreath project, and I named it Ill Health because I got sick around February. That goes to show how far back I got sick. I got sick in February. Then, I got sick in February. I was okay for a week and a half, 2 weeks. And then I got really sick around March, April, when Easter was on, something like that. And then we're doing a May project, which I called Royalty, because that was when the king was crowned, if you will. That's what you want to call it. There you go. So those are the 3 wreath projects that will come within the next 2 weeks, first including this week. That way we can be caught up with the wreath projects. Then you'll get the wreath. And once you get the wreath, I'll attach one of the items, and then I'll show you where I want the other items attached. You can put them in the same spot, or you can put them in a place that you want to. You don't have to put them on the same part of the wreath that I'm putting it on. I will pop it up the top somewhere, the first one, because it's in honor of my birthday. Yay! And it'll be part of, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that when we're ready to attach. So it'll be part of a whole system there, and that's something we'll talk about in the future. All right, so that's that. We're doing the 3 wreath projects within the next 2 weeks on top of the wreath, and then we'll be caught up with the wreath for May. And then next month, we'll start the June wreath. And it's 1 project a month that we attach to the wreath. Yeah, hoping this is all making sense for everybody, because I've not been really clear with it because we've been unwell. I haven't been doing anything with it. So I'm trying to catch up to May. We're in May. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll be in June. We'll be able to make the June project. And because it's a wreath, these are projects that will be small, squares, triangles, circles, whatever. They'll be small items. You might even find the odd squirrely thing, or twirly thing, whatever. So you'll find the odd thing that's unusual, just for a bit of fun. And that will be attached to the wreath as well. Some things that will take 5 minutes to make. Some things will take, maybe half an hour. Some things will take 15 minutes. It depends. Nothing over an hour for the wreath project, apart from the wreath itself, making the wreath. That will take a while. But the tutorial probably, I'm not going to guarantee you how long it'll take, but it probably won't take a long time, because I'll just say, right, this is the count. This is the amount I want you to get to here. This is the amount I want you to get to there. Oh, we've already made April's, Karen. I think it was the butterflies, hun. I think it was the butterfly. Well, the butterfly was made in one of the months. So I've got to figure out which one it was made in. I think it was made in April. I'm pretty sure it was made in... was it made in March? Made in April. I'm not sure. I will be naming them anyways, so you will know which one's which. It was made in March, the butterfly. We'll call it the end of summer. Don't you love it, Anne? See how I come up with these things? Butterflies are beautiful all year round. Anyway, this is my favourite one. This one right here. I love this butterfly. But you guys know I love my reds. You guys know. But the green, that looks cute too. I know Green Butterfly likes this one, don't you, Green? But you know me, I love my reds. Love my reds. So one of these is March, or one is April. The other one I'm just going to, probably sell at the market. But one will pop on the wreath in honor of whatever month we made it in. And I'll name it something so it'll have a name. Like anything else, it'll have a name, although it may not change on the channel on YouTube. And it'll just have its normal. You'll just see it as normal, and that'll just be attached to the wreath. We can do that together. You posted the butterfly on February 13th. Oh, in honor of maybe Valentine's, maybe? Who knows? Butterflies, March, they wear my colours I choose. They were your colours you choose. Yes, they were. The green, I believe, was the colours you chose. Yeah, green. And then I think you chose the greens, did you? I'm assuming you did. I'm trying to remember now. And I made this one as well. I made them both. I think one's a little bit smaller than the other. Could be wrong. Or maybe it's just a colour change. Oh, might just be a colour change. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at the tutorial. But one of these will go on the wreath. More likely this guy right here. So one of them will actually go on the wreath. Greens. You did choose the greens. I figured you would green anyway. With a name like Green Butterfly, how appropriate was it for you to get that prize? I mean, that prize. For you to get that particular project. How appropriate it was. So funny. It was so funny. Not planned at all. Because we pop names in a hat, pull the names out, bang. That's the person who does it. So appropriate. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so that's that. That will be going on the wreath. The butterfly, once we do the wreath, the January birthday will go on, and the butterfly will go on, and whatever we've got up to by the end of the week next week, they'll go on as well. And I'll have a little tutorial popping them all on. Or maybe we could do it once the wreath is done. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll get the whole wreath done. And then we'll work it out from there, I think. I'm very itchy again, guys. Oh, gosh. What am I itchy for? Oh, let's have a drink. It might calm me down. Cheers. All right. So that's that. That's a lot of stuff that we've been talking about. Well, I've been talking about, not you. But that's it. That's it. That's all I want to discuss. Time for bed. Good night. Time to have a cup of tea. A cup of tea. With a cup of tea. But I do want to mention to everyone, keep your eyes peeled for the, and you know, actually we can talk about it on Saturday's live. Keep your eyes peeled for the live that I book for Monday or Friday. But I'll tell you on Saturday what it's booked for, so you can see it coming. If you can't join me on that time, that's okay. It's just to play with the booking, to see how that works, you know, to play with him, you know. I want to see what it's like. It might fail totally, but yeah, hey. I don't know. It might fail. But yeah, I wanted to see how that works. Now, I don't know by booking a live whether it tells you to book it for the hour and a half, the 2 hours, the one. So I don't know about that. I just know that it's allowing me to book it in. Yeah. So there we go. So that'll either be Monday or Friday. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll talk about it on Saturday's live because I'll have it all typed up for Monday. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. But I will give you the exact time and date on Saturday that I will be doing that for whatever day I do. Always a pleasure starting my day with you. Thank you for another fun live. Have a great rest of the week, everyone. Thank you so much, Jody, for joining us. And a special thank you to everyone else who has joined us today. Also, thank you very much for your patience on the sweater. Hopefully by tomorrow morning, it will be finalized and we're good to go. In the meantime, my name is Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs. Don't forget, guys, to like, subscribe, share, do all the fun stuff you do for me. And I will see everyone on Saturday morning for a very, very weekly normal live for a while. All right. Thank you very much for joining us and have a lot of fun. But, you know, as I always say, try to be good. Try to be good. Maybe. Bye all. Ciao for now.